Good morning, I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Elias Gallegos, in for Kristen Van Dyke.
And you are the face of Fox.
Yes, I am.
In case anybody forgot. You know, it feels like Friday to me. I think a lot of people are starting to get in that Christmas spirit, and it's, you know, it's vacation time for a lot of people starting after work tomorrow. So today is starting to kind of feel like Friday, don't you think?
Yeah, it's definitely in the air. It does feel like Friday.
Yeah,
I have to agree.
I like that feeling. And you're going away for the holidays?
I am. I'm jumping on a plane after the show.
He's jumping on it. Be careful jumping on that plane, because if you jump, sometimes you can miss that step.
Well, I've got strong grip.
Okay, wait, I gotta get serious for a second. This is a burning question today, okay? How would your paycheck look with $80 less in it every single month? Pretty bad, right?
Yes.
I don't want to think about it, but if Congress reaches an agreement by December 31st on a payroll tax cut extension, guess what? You and 160 million other Americans could get a tax hike starting in less than 2 weeks. How scary is that?
I'm scared.
Well, the thing is, I already feel like, you know, so much comes out between Social Security and just so many things are coming out of our paychecks. And to think that $80, I mean, that buys you tanks of gas. It could pay for your electric bill. I mean, what does it mean to you personally?
Well, you know, that could be, honestly, that could be lunch for a week.
Lunch? Wow, where are you going to lunch? Morton's? The Palm? No, I'm kidding. But Flying Star, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, it's significant.
Well, those protein bars are expensive.
They really are. Well, who cares what we think? We want to know what you think. We want to know what your opinion is. If you were to lose, let's say $40 a paycheck, if you're getting paid every other week, it's a lot. So please do send those answers to us. You can see right below us. Those are the answers. Send your comments to facebook.com/New Mexico Style, and we will check those comments, see what you think, and we'll report back to you and let you know what happens. I mean, I can't imagine that anybody would be happy with this.
And everybody is staying tuned, because it's on everybody's mind.
It is. It's not good news. So let's check in with KRQE News 13 anchor Elizabeth Alvarez for today's news headlines. Good morning, Miss Elizabeth.
Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning to you at home. And topping your Thursday morning news headlines, a well-known Albuquerque DWI attorney who was busted for driving under the influence of prescription drugs is now off the hook. Yesterday, a judge overturned Ron Bell's conviction, saying the deputy involved in his case messed up. The judge said that the deputy who pulled Bell over on Tramway last year was not certified to give Bell those field sobriety tests. The judge also said that the deputy did not even have enough evidence after stopping Bell to investigate him for being under the suspicion of driving under the influence. Albuquerque's own Minnie Madoff has pleaded guilty to wire and mail fraud. Former real estate executive Doug Vaughn took a plea deal yesterday. He will serve up to 12 years in prison, as opposed to the 475 years he was facing. Vaughn admitted he stole more than $74 million in a Ponzi scheme. Former PRC member Jerome Block Jr. is due in court today. He was put back in jail last week and dismissed from a drug treatment program. The hearing actually could determine whether a judge will release him from the jail in Santa Fe pending his sentencing. Block faces up to 4.5 years in prison. He pleaded guilty to several felonies, including fraudulent use of a state-issued credit card. I love this next story. It looks like Christmas, a Christmas miracle came early for one family right here in New Mexico. Listen to this. The recent winter storms actually led to a bundle of joy being born on the side of a highway. Yes, Elizabeth Lefebvre went into labor early Tuesday morning at her home in northern New Mexico. So the family got in the car, they took off, went straight to the hospital in Santa Fe. But due to the bad conditions, that 25-minute drive dragged on for more than an hour and a half. And you can imagine the baby was not going to wait. Elizabeth's husband, Russell, had to deliver his brand new little baby girl. There she is right there. While his little brother took the wheel. Now, Russell was able to flag down a state police officer and get his wife to the hospital. And now Elizabeth and baby Joanna got out of the hospital just yesterday, and they are all safe at home enjoying this awesome weekend. All right, do want to mention to you real quick, 3 shopping days left until Christmas, and if you still need to ship a gift, Today is the last day to send your gifts with express shipping at the post office. Sending it express today guarantees that it will get there before Sunday. And that wraps it up for your Thursday morning headlines. Be sure to catch Matt Morrow, Kristen Van Dyke, and myself every weekday morning from 5 to 7 on KRQE News 13. I'm going to send it back to you guys in the studio. And I, too, feel like it's Friday. It's like this week has been a long one, guys.
It has, but it's coming to an end, and the holidays are literally around the corner. Thanks so much for that, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
That's a good story. And you know what? Another bundle of joy was delivered to a Brazilian woman, but her baby has 2 heads.
Wow.
Did you hear what I just said?
That's 2 heads.
2 heads. Take a look at this. Look at this. Although the newborn is in stable condition, doctors are unsure whether they can operate on a baby born with 2 heads. The rare condition occurs when one of the 2 conjoined twins fails to fully develop in the womb. And the twins,
named Jesus and Emmanuel, have 2 brains.
2 brains.
2 brains, 2 backbones, and a single heart. The doctor who is treating the newborn says the separating of the twins will be impossible because there is only 1 set of organs.
Oh my gosh. Well, adding that it's particularly difficult to choose which head to remove. I mean, both brains are functioning well. So how do you make that decision?
It's amazing, and it is rare. I mean, you hear of these cases, but they're never this developed.
Right. Well, that's exactly. And 1 heart. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll keep you posted on this story. That's a really interesting story, something you don't hear about often.
No, you don't. New Mexico is rich with tradition, and especially over the holidays. And one of Albuquerque's Christmas favorites is the bug light display.
Yes.
And they definitely got us in the holiday spirit.
Yeah, and it was nice because they were so sweet to open up the day before they even opened it to the public. They gave us a peek of what we could expect, and it's really beautiful. And for those who don't know, the Bug Lights display is named after the folks who started it all. That's Norman and Joyce Bug. For 30 years, they decorated their house with the most extravagant Christmas lights, 200,000 of them, in fact. And thousands of people would stop by the Bug House to see their annual display. But for 5 years, the Bugs stopped displaying their lights, and then last year, Manal School picked up the tradition. I guess there was probably a lot of traffic in the neighborhood, and
a little bit,
you know, just a little bit, people stopping, and it probably got a little bit crazy for the neighbors. I'm imagining not so much for them, but for the neighbors. You've seen Vacation and all those movies, you know.
Yes, I have. There is still time to see the bug lights. They will shine every night from December 27th, from sundown until 9 p.m.
Yeah.
And at 11 on Christmas Eve.
Oh, that's a fun Christmas Eve celebration.
Manal School is located at 301 Manal Boulevard, Northeast, just east of Broadway.
Yeah, it's really easy to find.
Yeah.
Really easy to find. And really, it's so beautiful out there. And even though it's cold, your heart will be warm, and they have music, and I think didn't they say they were serving
cocoa.
food? Hot cocoa,
Yeah.
for sure. So it'll be a really fun thing for you guys to get out and do with the family. Definitely a worthwhile.
Good tradition.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, now hopefully this will be another tradition, is my new favorite show, because it is coming back for season 2. But the 3 X Factor finalists sang their hearts out last night in the final performance show as contestants. Now they wait to see who wins a $5 million recording contract. I said it with a growl. 5, like that.
That's a lot of money.
That's so much money. And not only do they get the recording contract, but they get the Pepsi campaign. And you know, Pepsi is famous for those commercials with Britney and Michael and all the big stars.
Yes.
It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a whole other life-changing event for them.
Huge.
A Fox News correspondent, Nicole Collins, has more.
We are backstage at the X Factor, where the final 3 contestants put it all on the line last night, battling for the hearts and votes of the American public.
In their last effort to win viewer votes, X Factor's final 3 hit the stage for the last time before tonight's finale, performing duets with some of the industry's biggest stars, Alanis Morissette, Avril Lavigne, and R. Kelly.
Even when I was doing it in the studio, it was very challenging for me to nail that song because of the melody, because of what it's saying. You really want to get to bring the spirit across on that song. So for her to do that, man, it takes a lot of courage to get up there and do it.
While the judges had love for all the contestants, they clearly had their favorites.
Listen, she's going to sell records all over the world.
But the question wasn't will she sell. The question was who will sell the most, right?
Yes.
Chris Renee.
Do you remember the bet we had a few months ago?
The $10,000 bet.
Are we doing cash or check?
Tonight's finale reveals who walks away with the largest prize in TV history, a $5 million record deal and a Pepsi campaign.
I can't imagine the amazing people I'll work with, write songs with, play music with. The music that I'll make, it's inspiring to even think of.
I've come so far now that if I turn back and close this book, it'll never open back up. So right now the book's open, and I'm going to keep turning the pages.
The voting is over. The results will be revealed in tonight's 2-hour finale, where even more big music stars are set to perform, including Justin Bieber, Leona Lewis, and 50 Cent. In Hollywood, Nicole Collins, Fox News.
That was the best show. And I did you watch it?
I did.
Did you die when, okay, maybe you didn't die because you're here this morning, but when Melanie sang, "Oh, now I'm done believing you," she's like, "Oh."
It's amazing to, every time, I'm not embarrassed to say, but when I watch these people perform, I get very emotional because it's such an opportunity and they work so hard to get there, and when it all comes together for them, it's just a powerful visual thing to experience.
It is. I totally agree. And they basically all, in the final song, they all sang their original audition song. So Josh sang At Last, Melanie sang Listen, and Chris Renee sang Young Homie, What You Trippin' On. That was his original. And let me tell you something, I think he's taking it all. And tomorrow, I talked to the winner. I talked to the winner here. So you don't want to miss that. And of course, you don't want to miss that finale tonight on 2 Casa Fox at 7 p.m. sharp, 2 hours. What?
Be there.
Now, okay, it's a little chilly here in New Mexico, right? And on New Mexico Style, but Victor Rede is in the kitchen with an ice sculpture to keep it even cooler. Welcome back.
Hey, it's great to be back.
Oh my gosh, we missed you. We missed you so much.
Nice to meet you.
Let me tell you something. If you've been watching New Mexico Style since the beginning of days,
first show,
early on, this man brought us the 2 Casa Fox ice sculpture and really just got the show going. You know, the kitchen is such an essential part of our daily life here. And you really set the standard for so many chefs, I have to say.
Thank you, thank you.
So absolutely.
You're a chef and an artist. What don't you do?
Let's see.
His dad too.
and a father, yes, and my daughter's been on the show as last year, so
she wanted to come today.
She wanted to come today, so maybe next time she'll come in.
But it's a busy season, it's holiday season, and you do catering, so it's not just about the cooking itself or the ice sculptures, but you cater a lot of events. And you mentioned that recently you have the new coach.
Yes, we just did a welcoming party for the new UNM coach.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, so we're all excited about a new season, and we had like 7 caterings over the weekend, so it was busy.
And what are you making for us today, so we can look forward to it?
Well, we're going to do marinated grilled vegetable, to kind of show you how to display your vegetable tray. So,
nice.
Yes.
Well,
perfect.
It's good.
Okay.
It's a time of season, and with that, we'll check in with weather.
Yes.
Great.
Yes. What's going on outside?
Well, we are looking for a little bit of snow today, but before we get to that, let's get to the cool temperatures out there. Right now, out in the metro, we are at 31 degrees, the southeast wind at 6 miles per hour. Other temperatures across the state, we're rather chilly over the northern mountains. We're at 21 in Alamosa, 23 in Taos, as well as Las Vegas, 28 in Santa Fe. Down to the south, we're even in the 30s here. We're at 35 in Roswell and 36 in Alamogordo. Taking a look at the wide picture, there's our storm system. It's located along the Colorado and Utah state line. That's going to sag into Arizona as we go through the day, and then it's going to pass through New Mexico, so we will be looking at snow over the next couple of days. And not only is it bringing snow, but it's also bringing a lot of cool air. We are going to cool down going into Friday and Saturday, and that's going to help with the snow production. We're looking at a good upslope flow from the west to start off. We'll look at snow showers over the Four Corners and over the west-facing slopes of the northern mountains. Then as the storm starts to sag into New Mexico, it's going to combine with a backdoor cold front in the northeast, and as that happens, we'll expand the snow coverage over the northern mountains. We'll see the east slopes get involved, and we'll also continue with the snow chances in the central part of the state, and we will even see a little bit of light snow in the southeast as well. Areas as far south as Roswell can get into the snow as well. Taking a look at what you can expect in the metro, we will be getting a little bit of light snow as we go into the late morning and early afternoon hours, but that snow chance will get shut down as we introduce an east wind at 25 to 35 miles per hour with gusts up to 50, and that snow shadow will set up over the city, pretty much shutting down any chances of snow as we go into the evening and overnight hours. And most of the snow will stay around the metro, just not in the city itself. So we won't be looking for big snow totals in the metro, but the rest of the state is a different story. We're looking at temperatures in the 20s in southern Colorado with mostly cloudy skies. We will see snow from time to time for the next couple of days, then we clear out for the holiday weekend as temperatures warm back to the mid-30s by Sunday. In the northwest, temperatures will be in the 20s and 30s with partly cloudy skies. We'll keep keep the snow showers around through Friday. Then we clear out for the weekend as temperatures warm to the upper 30s by Sunday. Over the southwest, we'll be in the 40s and 50s with mostly cloudy skies. We'll see a mix for today. Better chances of snow tonight into Friday as temperatures drop into the 20s, and then we warm back to the 40s by Christmas Day with more sunshine. Over the southeast, we'll be in the 30s and 40s with partly cloudy skies. A spot shower possible today, but better chances Friday into Saturday. Then we clear out for Christmas Day on Sunday. Over the northeast, we'll be in the 20s and 30s with mostly cloudy skies. We will see some snow around today and into tomorrow, and then we clear out into the upcoming weekend as temperatures warm to the 40s. Over the northern mountains, we'll be in the teens and 20s with cloudy skies. We'll see snow for the next 2 days with temperatures in the 20s. Then we warm back to the upper 30s by Sunday with more sunshine. Over the east mountains, we'll see temperatures here in the low to mid 30s with cloudy skies, and we will see snow from time to time. Snow in the metro as well before we shut things down with that east wind later on today. Temperatures in the upper 30s to around 40 degrees. And here is one more look at the 7-day forecast. If we can just get to it. Well, there it goes, and we'll get the look at the 7-day forecast coming up a little bit later on in the show. In the meantime, stick around. Nikki will be back with more New Mexico Style.